Welcome, beautiful souls, to another episode of Journey into Witchcraft. I'm your host, Lorena Freyja, and today we're diving deep into the earthy, practical energy of Virgo season. Whether you're joining us for the first time or you've been traveling this mystical path with us for a while, I'm so glad to have you here. As we step into Virgo season, which spans from August 23rd to September 22nd, we're greeted by a time ruled by the meticulous and nurturing energies of Virgo, an earth sign deeply connected to grounding, organization, and self-refinement. Governed by Mercury, Virgo brings with it a unique blend of practicality and a keen eye for detail, making this an ideal season for both introspection and manifestation. So what does Virgo season mean for us spiritually? It's a call to embrace the grounded, practical energy that Virgo offers, to look at the structures of our lives, our habits, our daily rituals, and see where we can find through growth, through intention and clarity. It's about finding the magic in the mundane and using the rhythms of nature to support our personal and spiritual development. In today's episode, I'll be sharing practical tips, transformative rituals, and exercises to help you harness the powerful energy of Virgo season. We'll explore how to ground yourself in the present, set realistic goals, and create routines that nourish both your mind and spirit. So grab your journal, light a candle, and let's journey into the magic of Virgo season together. Now that we've set the stage for Virgo season, let's take a closer look at the unique energy of Virgo itself. As an earth sign, Virgo brings a grounded and practical energy into our lives. Think of the solid, steady energy of the earth, rooted, reliable, and resilient. Virgo is all about bringing this earthy energy into our everyday lives, helping us to find stability and focus amid the chaos. Virgo is ruled by Mercury, the planet of communication and intellect, which gives it a distinctive analytical edge. This isn't the fast-talking, flighty Mercury of Gemini, but rather a more thoughtful, melodical energy that loves to sort, sift, and refine. It's the energy that looks at the details with a discerning eye, always searching for ways to improve, heal, and make things just a little better. So how does Virgo energy influence us? Well, during Virgo season, we're naturally drawn towards self-improvement. It's a time to focus on our daily routines, health practices, and ways we can be of service to others. Maybe you find yourself wanting to declutter your space, start a wellness regimen, or help a friend in need. This is Virgo at work, encouraging us to create order, seek growth, and contribute in meaningful ways. But with Virgo's meticulous energy comes its own set of challenges. Here we find Virgo's dual nature. On one hand, there is a desire for perfection, a constant striving to get everything just right. On the other hand, Virgo's growth lies in finding balance, learning to embrace flexibility, and recognizing that imperfection is part of life's journey. This is where Virgo's true magic lies, in balancing these aspects to foster personal and spiritual growth. So how can we harness this duality for our benefit? By focusing on progress over perfection, by using Virgo's detailed eye to make meaningful changes, while also allowing ourselves the grace to be human, to learn, and to grow. As we continue to explore the gifts of Virgo season, let's dive into some practical magic to help you stay grounded and centered during this time. Virgo's earth energy is all about connecting with the physical world around us, bringing that stability into our lives. So how can we tap into this energy effectively? First, let's talk about grounding techniques. One of the simplest and most effective ways to ground yourself is by walking barefoot on the earth. Whether it's grass, soil, or sand, this practice, known as earthing, helps you physically connect with the earth's energy, promoting a sense of balance and calm. If you have access to a garden, spending time with your plants or getting your hands in the soil can be incredibly grounding as well. This isn't just about nurturing your plants, it's about nurturing yourself too. You can also use grounding crystals like hematite or jasper. Hematite is particularly powerful for absorbing negative energy and calming your mind, while jasper is known for nurturing properties, offering support and tranquility during times of stress. Keeping these crystals close, perhaps in your pocket or placed on your altar, can help you stay connected to Virgo's grounding energy. Next, let's move into a meditation for clarity. Virgo's energy encourages us to clear our minds and focus on the details. A simple guided meditation can help you achieve this. Find a quiet place, sit comfortably, and begin by focusing on your breath. Take deep, slow breaths, and with each inhale, visualize a bright, clear light filling your mind. And with each exhale, release any tension or mental clutter. This visualization, combined with steady breath work, can help you center your energy, bringing clarity and focus to your thoughts. Finally, let's talk about incorporating earth elements into your rituals and altar setups. Virgo's earth energy can be beautifully embodied with the use of herbs like sage and rosemary, both of which are used for cleansing and protective qualities. Adding a small dish of soil or salt to your altar can further ground the energy in your space. If you're looking to deepen your connection, try simple rituals like sprinkling salt around your space or placing your hands in the soil while setting intentions. These actions not only ground you, but also help you align more deeply with the stabilizing, nurturing energy of Virgo. By incorporating these practices into your routine, you can harness Virgo's earthy energy to stay grounded, clear, and focused. Remember, it's about finding that balance, embracing both the practical and the mystical in your journey. As we continue our journey through Virgo season, let's explore some rituals for growth and self-improvement. Virgo's energy encourages us to refine ourselves, to become the best versions of who we are, and what better way to start than with self-reflection. Journaling is an incredible tool for this. During Virgo season, try using prompts that help you explore your personal goals, habits, and areas for improvement. Ask yourself, what routines in my life need refining? Or how can I bring more order into my daily practices? Reflect on where you might be too hard on yourself and where you can practice more self-compassion. Remember, this isn't just about being perfect. It's about progress and understanding what small, practical steps you can take towards achieving your larger goals. Next, let's talk about creating a sacred space. Virgo loves order, clarity, and simplicity, and your environment should reflect that. Start by decluttering your physical space. Clear away anything that feels stagnant or distracting. This act alone can help clear your mind and invite new organized energy into your life. Consider incorporating mindful cleaning rituals. As you clean, set an intention for your space to be filled with clarity, peace, and positivity. Use natural elements like lemon, vinegar, or salt for their cleansing properties. Create a sacred space that feels truly yours. This could be a small altar, a dedicated corner in your room, or even just a shelf where you place objects that inspire and ground you. Crystals, candles, herbs, or spiritual symbols. Make it a place where you feel safe, centered, and connected to your higher self. Finally, let's look at how to align with the lunar phases during Virgo season. The new moon in Virgo is an excellent time for setting intentions around organization, health, and self-improvement. Use this phase to create lists, set practical goals, and plant the seeds for personal growth. Then, as the full moon arrives, often in Pisces during this season, allow yourself to balance Virgo's detail-oriented nature with Pisces' emotional and creative energy. This is a time to release self-criticism, embrace compassion, and expand your dreams. By aligning with these lunar phases, we can work with the natural rhythms of the universe, using Virgo's energy to ground us and Pisces' energy to help us dream and grow. Remember, growth is a journey, not a destination. Embrace the process and trust in the path ahead. As we wrap up our exploration of Virgo season, let's talk about daily routines and rituals that align with the grounding and practical energy. Virgo invites us to take a closer look at the habits and routines that shape our daily lives, encouraging us to set intentions that support wellness and growth. First, let's focus on building new habits. This season is perfect for setting intentions around routines that nurture your body, mind, and spirit. Start with your morning ritual, perhaps by adding a few minutes of mindfulness meditation, gentle yoga, or journaling to set a positive tone for the day. Think about your diet as well. Virgo loves all things healthy and wholesome, so consider planning meals that are rich in nutrients, focusing on whole foods that nourish and energize you. And don't forget to move your body. Exercise routines that are consistent and aligned with Virgo's earthy energy, like nature walks, yoga, or even breath-focused exercises, are wonderful ways to stay grounded and centered. Now let's dive into Virgo's connection to herbal remedies and natural healing. Virgo's energy is strongly tied to health, wellness, and the use of natural remedies. Herbs like lavender, chamomile, and peppermint are wonderful allies during this season. Chamomile and peppermint teas can support digestion and relaxation, while lavender can help soothe your mind and body, especially when used in a calming bath or as an essential oil before bedtime. Rosemary is another great herb to include. It promotes mental clarity and focus, perfectly aligning with Virgo's analytical nature. Incorporate these herbs into your daily rituals, perhaps in teas, oils, or even as offerings on your altar, to tap into Virgo's healing energies. And finally, let's talk astrology. How does Virgo season affect your birth chart and specific areas of your life? Virgo's influence in your chart shows where you may need to bring more structure, detail, and improvement. For example, if Virgo's in your first house, like me, it may highlight a need for self-improvement and health consciousness, prompting you to refine your self-image and personal habits. If it's in your sixth house, which is Virgo's natural domain, you might find yourself focusing more on your daily routines, work habits, and service to others. Understanding these placements can guide you in making meaningful changes this season. So as we journey through Virgo season, remember that this is the time to build routines that support your wellness, embrace natural healing, and focus on growth in the areas of your life that need it the most. Trust in the process and allow Virgo's energy to guide you toward a more balanced, healthy, and aligned self. And now, one of my favorite parts of the show, our Q&A and listener stories segment. I love hearing from all of you about your experiences and questions, especially during a transformative time as Virgo season. So let's start by sharing some of your stories. One listener, Emily, wrote in to say that she's been using daily journaling prompts we talked about earlier to focus on her goals and intentions. She shared that taking just 10 minutes every morning to reflect has helped her feel more grounded and clear-headed throughout the day. Another listener, James, mentioned that he started incorporating grounding practices like walking barefoot in his garden and spending more time outdoors. He's noticed a significant reduction in stress and anxiety, feeling more connected and present in his everyday life. It's amazing how these small, mindful actions can create such profound shifts. Now onto your questions. I've received quite a few, and I'll try to answer as many as I can today. So the first question comes from Laura, who asked, what are the best ways to ground myself during Virgo season? That's a great question, Laura. Simple practices like walking barefoot, spending time in nature, or using grounding crystals like hematite and jasper can be very effective. Additionally, incorporating a mindfulness practice such as deep breathing or meditation can help center and ground your energy. Another question came from Ben, who wants to know, how can I use Virgo's energy for self-improvement and personal growth? Wonderful question. Virgo season is ideal for setting intentions and creating practical plans for personal development. So focus on refining your daily rituals, health practices, or learning new skills that align with your goals. Virgo's analytical energy supports self-reflection, so journaling or creating a list of areas you wish to improve can be helpful. One more question for today. This one's from Sarah. How do I balance Virgo's perfectionist tendencies with self-compassion? And this is such an important point. While Virgo's energy can drive us to strive for perfection, it's crucial to remember that growth is a journey, not a destination. Be kind to yourself and recognize that mistakes are part of the process. When you find yourself being overly critical, take a step back, breathe, and practice self-compassion by acknowledging your efforts and progress. Thank you so much for these wonderful questions. Remember, if you have a story or question you'd like to share, feel free to reach out to me. I love hearing from you and being a part of your spiritual journey. As we come to the end of today's episode, let's take a moment to recap what we've covered. We explore the practical grounding energy of Virgo and how it can help us refine our daily routines and practices for self-improvement. We talked about the importance of grounding techniques like walking barefoot or using grounding crystals, and shared rituals for clarity and growth, such as guided meditations and incorporating earth elements into our sacred spaces. We also discussed how aligning with the lunar phases during Virgo season can support our spiritual journeys, and how understanding Virgo's influence in our birth charts can help us focus on specific areas of our lives for growth. Remember, Virgo's energy is all about finding magic in the mundane, embracing the small, practical steps that lead to meaningful growth. Use this time to ground yourself, set clear intentions, and build habits that support your wellness. Know that you have the power to shape your journey, one mindful step at a time. Before we close, I have some exciting announcements about upcoming episodes. On September 4th, we'll have a mini episode titled Tea Magic, Simple Rituals for Every Brew, where we'll explore how you can infuse your daily cup of tea with a little bit of magic. Then on September 9th, join me for a full-length episode, The Witch's Pyramid, exploring the 4 pillars of magical practice. Following that, on September 16th, we'll dive into healing after heartbreak, using magic and ritual for emotional recovery. And that's not all. On September 18th, we'll have another mini episode, Meditation for Beginners, starting your journey with simple practices, perfect for anyone new to meditation or looking to refresh their practice. On September 23rd, tune in for Where to Start, Building Your First Altar and Sacred Space, where we'll guide you through the essentials of creating a personal, sacred environment. Finally, on September 25th, we'll host a Q&A episode on navigating Mercury retrograde, protection spells, and communication rituals. You won't want to miss these. If you joined today's episode, please consider subscribing, sharing with a friend, or leaving a review. Your support helps us grow and reach more beautiful souls like yourself. And don't forget to follow us on social medias for more tips, inspiration, and updates. Thank you so much for joining me in this journey into Virgo season. Till next time, keep exploring, keep growing, and remember, the magic is within you. But wait, before we part ways today, I'd like to guide you through a simple closing ritual to help you ground yourself, focus on your growth, and align with Virgo's nurturing energy. So find a comfortable position where you're sitting or lying down. Close your eyes and take a deep breath in And as you exhale, release any tension that you're holding in your body. Now place your hands gently on your heart, feeling the steady rhythm there. With each breath, imagine roots growing from the soles of your feet, reaching down into the earth. Feel the stability, the support, the grounding energy of Mother Earth beneath you. Know that you are safe, supported, and connected to the wisdom of the earth. And as you breathe in, silently or out loud, repeat, I am grounded, I am growing, I am aligned. I am grounded, I am growing, I am aligned. One more time. I am grounded, I am growing, I am aligned. With each exhale, let go of anything that no longer serves you. Breathe in clarity and purpose. Breathe out doubt and fear. Feel Virgo's energy helping you organize your thoughts, aligning with your intentions, and grow in your spiritual journey. Take one more deep breath in, feeling the energy of the earth filling you up with strength and calm. And exhale slowly. When you're ready, gently open your eyes, bringing this sense of grounded growth with you into the rest of your day or night. Thank you for sharing this moment with me. And remember, the energy of Virgo is here to support you, to help you refine, to grow, and to align with your highest self. Blessed be.